Morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. So this morning I have a good video for you. This is the initial service call on that gas furnace with the cracked heat exchanger. The manager guy finally got the footage to me, and it's fully unedited, uncensored. The only thing that I edited out of it was some of the personal banter between the guys that didn't really pertain to the service call. So there's a couple bits that I took out of it, but this is completely raw and uncensored. This is my service call from almost the beginning to the end. So what we have here is we have the landowner, the owner of the property, is there. The regional manager for all of these properties. These are the tough sheds where they build the sheds that they sell them at Home Depot as well, and the on-site manager. So we have three guys here who are really concerned about what's going on, and I go out as a second opinion on this gas furnace. Now keep in mind, I have already sold the project. I already installed it last Saturday. Everything's good now. If you watch my videos, I even came home and took the heat exchanger out, filled it up with water. I got a video on that showing you where I found the cracks. I'll try to link all the associated videos to this initial call in the description, and we'll go from there. But without further ado, let's take a look. I'm going to go ahead and do some commentary on this, because some of it's kind of hard to hear, and some of it's it will take some clarification by me for you to understand really what's going on. So let's get on with it.
Where was he going into, Brian?
My understanding, but I got to make clear that I saw the photos after the fact.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought
He
you
brought me up here and he pointed out where he was at. And if I understand it, I see that downpipe.
So just a clarification here, I've already been here on this job probably about 10-15 minutes. I already talked to him down in the lobby. They are very, very concerned. And, I'm not doing the recording here, so it's not the best, and he did it vertical, so I apologize for that, but it's not my recording. I would do a much nicer video than this, of course, but, it's got the pertinent information here, so let's continue on.
There, I believe he was sticking his
The way I approach this when another contractor came out and says that there's a crack in the heat exchanger is I don't confirm or deny that.
Sure.
Because then I'm liable. So I'm going to take his diagnosis and I'm going to say, hey, there's a crack in here.
Okay.
What I want to do is determine, are we getting carbon monoxide into the building? Because that's a more serious issue than a crack.
Absolutely.
You got a crack, you got to replace the furnace,
Yeah.
And at this point, it needs to be done anyway, just to set everybody's mind at ease.
Sure. What he showed me is beyond a crack. I mean, he showed me one that was physically out of the hole that should have been.
So what the guy was showing him was he was just showing him. You know how the cells are built, right? So it's got the hole one side, and the way they put them together, then it's got the rivet on the other side. And I think he was showing him one of the holes, because if you watch my video of me putting the water in the heat exchanger, if you watch that video, the cells that he could see, there was no cracks in those. So he was just showing him the hole and trying to scare him. I think that's just my speculations. Let's continue on here.
Inside of
rings.
Okay, yeah, it's basically what he's looking at. He's looking at the rivets on the heat exchanger inside of there, and they always break loose, especially on an old system.
Okay.
So, but what I want to do is, if you guys don't feel comfortable being in here with it on, I want to fire it up, and I'm gonna check levels in the space and see where we're at there.
because that's the most important thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Are you okay with me documenting this?
Sure, absolutely.
thank
I was
you.
going to document it myself, but because I always do.
Sure.
Because especially with something like this, but my main thing is I don't want to badmouth them. His diagnosis could be completely 100%
Sure.
correct, but he should have done the testing and made sure that
Yeah, we just want to know the truth of it, and like what we want to make sure that our employees here are safe,
Sure.
and that the unit is working the way it's supposed
So
to.
I'm gonna put the covers back on, and we'll go turn it on via the thermostat, and I'm gonna run this. I'll probably run it through a couple of the supply registers.
So keep in mind here, and I'm gonna try not to cut in too much because it's gonna make this video way too long. But we have basically my eyes and three other set of eyes on this with three differing opinions and three different concerns and things at stake. So it gets confusing with all these guys with all their own little talk, telling me this and telling me that. It became kind of convoluted, but I got them handled. Let's continue.
See what kind of air we're getting coming out.
Okay, perfect.
If you will take a minute, I'd still like to see if there's visible cracks or visible.
Okay, I mean we can do that right now, and that way it's not.
So that was the actual property owner, and he's trying to. What he's trying to do here probably is see if I can not see any cracks. That way I can tell him that we don't have to spend any money. Probably.
Before it gets hot, yeah.
You got
So do we need to
go get mine, huh?
do we need to take the burner out to do that effectively?
No, there's a couple different ways.
I'm not going to be cutting in every minute here, but I just want to say, so what I'm doing is I'm humoring him with this camera because honestly, this furnace is going bye-bye no matter what I do here today, that day. So I'm just humoring him here.
Probably went through there, but you can also go through the temp limit switch. Which this whole system, it might be. Yeah, it's right here. So he did pull this off because it's still loose. So this is where he went through.
Okay.
That's exactly what he did. He didn't put his screws back in there.
Okay. And, this is.
Okay, let's straighten that in.
So I'm absolutely seeing nothing here. I'm just trying to set their mind at ease that I'm doing everything that he thinks I should be doing, even though this is basically just humoring him. I already have my mind made up what we're going to do. I have to, right? I'm liable now.
Up there. That might have been what he's seeing right there.
Well, that wasn't it either. There was little round circles.
Yeah. Could have been the rivets. Okay, so there's your.
Oh.
So on that side of those cells, that's the non-riveted side. That's the the side that joins. It's the smooth side of the rivet. So you're not really seeing anything there. You're just seeing those holes, which is the only thing that guy could have showed him. He's taking pictures here.
Yeah, that's definitely got a hole in it.
Okay, now where does that lead to?
So that should have like a riveted plate on it, so it's not getting into the airstream, because this is where your flue gases are inside of this, your heat exchanger cell there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically just missing, like it wore itself off. So if we go back to a different one, you'll be able to see one intact. I can't reach that far. No.
Do you need an extra set of hands?
We got it. Over the years, I was never a huge fan of this method anyway, because basically you're looking for something that may or may not be there, and you're really only covering, 1/8 of what the surface area you can have that's actually there.
Yeah.
So I was never a fan of this. What I used to do if somebody suspected, and usually because of the way the operation of the system is, it's just not heating the way it used to, or you get a smell in the building.
So that's one thing that the tech said straight to me was the smell that he got.
Oh, he thought he smelled something like
He
this.
described it as a smoky smell.
Well, yeah, you're smelling a diluted portion of the flue gases is what
just
you're
sharing,
smelling.
yeah.
I mean, and I haven't ran it yet, so
Right, yeah.
and I don't have the best sense of smell either. So, but I would assume office people are pretty keen to that stuff.
You're speaking to one of the people that have been affected by this, amongst a few, and I can attest that, from what I've seen with, symptoms and that kind of thing, like it tracks.
Yeah. So that's why I'm here with the meter. So that's
Okay.
But what I was getting at with that is the only way to really, really know if you have a breach, if you don't see anything. But we did see the gap there. If you don't see anything, is I actually will pull them out, and I'll take them out in the grass, and I'll fill them up with water. If they hold water, it doesn't have a crack in it.
Sure.
So another good way to tell too is when we fire this up, we'll take a look at what the flames look like. If the blower kicks on and you see them flutter, then there's a breach there somewhere. So right here, I'm just trying to tell them every little scenario that you could see to know that there's a crack. This is all just semantics at this point. We're going to replace the furnace, but I have to go through and dot my I's, cross my T's, and make sure that these guys are satisfied that the other guy was or was not blowing smoke up their ass, so to speak.
Interesting.
Does anybody produce a 90% efficient horizontal?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Every manufacturer does.
Okay.
Yep.
If we're going to replace it, I want to look at a 90% unit.
Okay. Yeah, and we end up not doing a 90% because that's open to the ambient air outside where that furnace sits, and it could possibly freeze. So we're not going to do we didn't do a 90. If you watch the video, which I'm going to link down below, I did an 80%er. I don't want anything freezing up there. Point. I mean, I wouldn't feel comfortable telling you not to.
Okay, so next we're gonna fire it up, and then you're gonna do a reading.
Yep, I'm gonna fire it up. I'm gonna take a look at the flames first. Let's leave this one off. Those damn doors on that old thing, I'll tell you what. I can take that whole furnace apart and rebuild it, but I can't get the damn doors on it. This doesn't even have a door switch, so we could turn it on.
Do we need that switch that you were just looking through the port there?
We do, yeah. I'm gonna get that on before we fire it up. These doors are screwy. And one thing I didn't mention is the other guys, they didn't even put the two screws back on the high limit switch. It was just kind of floating in there. So good thing those guys didn't turn that back on. Let's go that way. There we go.
Is there a reason the guys that were out here on Friday, is there a reason they wouldn't have done a reading knowing that there was a gap?
There's absolutely no reason why.
I don't know if that's
Why he should. He should have.
Yeah.
That's why I was amazed.
Like if there's concern, like he said, he told me he didn't even have the equipment to do that.
I mean, the way that it was put to me is that he recognized it for what it was with what he had.
Right.
And
So I'm trying to do my call here, trying to go through everything, and these guys keep talking, which is fine. That's why I'm there. I didn't even bring my tools up yet. I brought my drill, I think, is all. No, actually, I don't even have my drill up there at this point. So I start getting frustrated, and I go grab some stuff. And yeah, if you guys ever been to a service call where you have 3 guys that are like CEO level type guys standing there, I'm fine with it. But man, if I was a younger tech, I probably would have not liked it.
He went on to say that, it was up to him to, at that point, shut this down, make sure it wouldn't operate, and then proceed. And he told me he'd be in contact with Mike, the building owner next to you, and, and then be trying to figure out the next course of action.
No, this is the definitive test.
Sure, I get it.
So for him not to do it, I mean.
And it is the definitive test. Think about it. If there's no carbon monoxide in the space, then the guy blew smoke up their ass. Not to say that there never had been and never will be, but at that time there wasn't when I tested it. That's why you don't scare people. I'm going about it the right way, and I'm making sure that I answer all their questions. And regardless, like I said, we replaced the furnace. So
it's kind of foolish. I should have brought my bag up with me.
Is there something I can get for you?
I can go grab my.
I got tools that are.
Without a magnet, it's a really pain in the butt. I can go grab my stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so I walked out some there.
What are you replacing these with? What manufacturer?
Whatever works the best, because they're all pretty much built the same. So I'm not somebody that'll tell you.
Here we go with the brand talk. And if you know me, the way I go about things, I don't care about the furnace brand. And I actually misspoke here. The Rheem furnaces actually aren't multi-positional. They're upflow or downflow now. And if you watch the video, which is going to be in the description, I put a Coleman in, which they're all they're multi-positional. You can put them horizontal left, horizontal right, upflow, downflow. It doesn't matter.
That one brand's better than another.
It's what, availability?
Yeah, availability. What I can get the parts for the easiest. So I put in. But in this instance, I'd probably go with like a Rheem because they're multi-positional.
Old standby. That name has been around a long time.
Come on, sucker. Okay.
Typical for a horizontal to have a vent fan.
To have an inducer fan like this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in the last 40 years.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing one, that's why I was asking.
No, they quit making natural draft, probably mid-80s, early to mid-80s. So let's go flip the unit on.
I'd be happy to turn that on for you.
Sure, yeah, I'm going to come down because I want to get my meter in one of the supply registers. So.
Yeah, okay.
It's harder to get up.
Yes. I always carry a kneel pad, and I didn't throw one in the truck this time.
They get balanced.
Kind of learn that balance, yeah.
All right, that was another edit. So we have no idea why there's no power to this thing. So I'm gonna go here and open up the little junction box and see if we got power, which we don't. They had the well, you'll see.
Then it's just
He might have flipped the breaker off.
Let's see if I can figure that out for you.
There's a fuse behind that panel too. That
Yeah.
I know
Unless he messed with anything, that should still be intact if it was running.
Well, like I said, it was as far as I knew, everything was working fine. They just hadn't been looked at in a couple of years, and everybody just wanted them serviced for the winter.
Yeah.
And especially the ones out there.
Well, yeah.
They needed the heat to operate in the winter.
Sure.
You said you didn't bring a ladder with you, right?
Oh, I did.
Oh,
No, I'm
okay.
all set up down there. I just want to see this guy come on first.
Well, in talking to Brian before you got here, apparently there was some question about the units out there as well. But he told me that they were fine. They just needed to be cleaned, and then.
So he's talking about the unit heaters that are hanging in their warehouse. I end up looking at those too, and they're fine. But I don't get. I'm not, that's not what this service call is pertaining to. So anyway, let's continue.
Hearing from Brian that he was casting dispersions about the other one, but wouldn't say anything specific. I'm not sure. So I want to know whether there's
more split systems.
No, it's just the two the two
ceiling mount propane.
Oh, the unit heaters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that we got you captive, we're not letting you go until you check it.
They get those unit heaters. They get dirty. The heat exchangers get a big.
Well, that's what he said. They were dirty with sawdust and just general dirt. But then he said they were fine, and then I'm getting a different story today. So.
Sorry, guys. It gets a little more active here in a minute.
We didn't.
Did you find the breaker?
Everything that I could see, it looked like
Everything
it was
looks like it's on.
I could be missing something because I'm not entirely savvy to that, but I saw where it was labeled furnace and it was on. I kicked it off and kicked it back on.
Well, let me go grab some more stuff. I'll grab my meters, start to see what. I seen these fuses up here, so it kind of makes me wonder what was going on.
Well, there's a fuse in that box down there that I know I've replaced once over the years.
Did I do? I think I brought it down there. Kind of be nicer if this was either laid down or you stand all the way up.
Yeah, exactly right. It's a pain. It definitely needs a kneel pad up here.
Mike, did you own this when they converted this?
Go grab all these stuff you left.
They took out this.
We had to leave.
The building was ready. It was only Colin, the builder, that was really down here using the building.
Yeah.
I came, what I think was a few months after.
And then we hired Erica shortly.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're going to take a break right here. I'm going to download some footage off my phone because I'm running out of video time. We'll be right back. All right, let's continue on here.
Yeah, I'm guessing that. Well, I don't know if that was put in when the original building was built or.
Yeah, we don't have power here, so there's got to be a switch somewhere.
All right, let me go look.
So there's literally going to be like 15 minutes of looking for the damn switch for this thing, and ends up being in a really crappy spot. But I think I edited out quite a bit here.
Just disappears over the wires. Usually they put a, like, you know, this is so old though, that may not have been code at the time, but there should be a wall switch here somewhere for it.
That would make things a lot easier. Oh.
I used to say that panel is labeled properly, but all the breakers were on, so. We definitely don't have power.
There's a bunch of stuff up here plugged into a power strip. I don't know what that is.
Well, this is all propane too, isn't it?
Is it?
It says LP gas.
Hmm.
Oh, natural gas 100. Oh, no, it might be natural.
gas. I was mistaken.
I would think it would be right on the highway.
Yeah, Mike seems to be identifying the same things that we were looking at within the fuse box. So yeah, everything indicates that it should be powered there.
Clown show.
We don't have power.
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
I'm not seeing anything in those main panels, Joe.
What I did there is I checked this plug that was right above me, and to make sure my meter was working, and it was.
Something got shut off. And you don't know about any switch up here.
The only thing I am aware of is plugins that are on the other side of this. I don't know of the actual like switch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back
Okay.
this way. Thanks.
Yeah, I see a power strip back there. I can't imagine.
Well, the conduit for the furnace just disappears on the other side of this wall, so.
Furnace disconnect.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I knew there had to be something, it just wasn't making sense.
Nice work.
Okay, so let's go ahead and flip that back off real quick. Sorry. I want to flip it off and get these wire nut connections on better, and then I'll button this box up and we can turn it back on.
Nice work.
I knew there had, that's kind of a silly place to have it back, way back over there.
Yeah. Stand up over here.
That's a good idea.
It gets more interesting here in a minute when I head down with my carbon monoxide meter, and there's some good dialogue that you definitely want to pay attention to.
If he can stand up over there, we all can, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Feels real good, I'll tell you.
If we started a basketball team, Brian would be our power forward.
Right? All right. Okay, let's go ahead and turn her back on.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn the light off purposely so I can see that flame better and see how it reacts when the blower kicks on.
Doing this on purpose, I want to see that flame.
pretty orange.
Yep. Flame went bright orange when the blower just kicked on, so we're definitely getting some air blowing across the flame itself. So let's go down. I'm gonna take a look at my meter.
So the video gets a lot more intriguing here. So let's keep going.
You measure that up here or down there?
Down there, down below. So if you want to document it.
Yeah.
Oh, can you grab?
Okay, so 0 parts per million.
So that furnace has been running a good 10 minutes by this time, and it's not reading anything. And I went to, I don't show it on here, or he doesn't show it on here, but I went to about 4 or 5 vents and took readings in every room. And I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, most homes have more than 0 parts per million if you have gas appliances, so it's pretty good.
Nothing.
You have good airflow through there?
Oh yeah. We can go to one that blows harder. One closer to the
It doesn't matter. I was just trying to humor them, so let's continue.
equipment, but it's not going to matter because it's all the same airstream. I've only used this meter about 2 or 3 times too, so it's pretty fairly new.
So what is like the general like rule of thumb for how long a system really needs to run before you start?
There isn't.
Okay.
I mean, if there was carbon monoxide, you know, the burners are going full bore, you get the blower now going full bore, it'd be instantaneous.
Okay.
And I always carry that with me too, so you guys can see that. But we're reading 0, so there's nothing getting into the airstream. So probably what happens more often than not, is that dirty air is getting sucked back through the flue pipe and going out.
So what happens more often than not is the inducer motor is stronger than what that breach is. So any of those gaps, they just can't make it out into the airstream. The inducer is sucking it all in. So that's what's happening here, obviously.
Supposed to.
Okay.
But this is definitive. I mean, that doesn't lie.
Yeah, I mean, there's still so many questions in my mind of, you know, why we're experiencing symptoms, why we have one tech telling us one thing.
So he said he's experiencing symptoms, but I think when somebody feels like there's something wrong in their whether it be their home or where they're working, they start to become almost like hypochondriacs, and they start feeling things that really aren't there, and that's kind of what I think's going on here. I could be wrong.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the other tech didn't test the air quality.
Correct.
Well, they're trained to shut a system down if there's a crack in the heat exchanger, and I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Not mainly because that it might be putting out carbon monoxide at that moment, but eventually it will, because the crack's only going to get bigger.
So what's interesting to me, I mean, granted, this is what he is, you know, telling me, but, you know, the whole line that was fed to me was, you know, when he sees something to that degree, that it's unmistakable. And then that was when he immediately was like, so how you guys been feeling? And then I was immediately like, it started adding up. It's not just myself, we're talking
That's his discussion, that's where his mind goes, so I'm not gonna speak for him.
Yeah,
my mind doesn't go there, just knowing what I know about cracks and heat exchangers, where everyone's different.
Yeah.
Every crack is different, is what I'm saying. Some produce carbon monoxide, some don't. And if you did a quick Google search on the internet, it'll tell you the same thing I'm telling you right now.
Okay. I can say I got kind of conflicting info on that when I did my own research.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to challenge you. I'm just trying to say where I'm coming from.
I worked in Seattle, Portland, on all these 100-year-old gas furnaces that always had cracks in them.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, based off my experience, probably about 20% of them actually had any carbon monoxide in the air.
And actually, it's probably lower than that, but I was just throwing a number out there.
These were big, sizable cracks. These were cells of heat exchange that were split wide open.
So is there any other reason why this system could be failing and could possibly be something that we're not looking at, or something that would come about more exam, or something that's changed? Anything that
just its age?
What? I'm sorry.
Just its age.
Its age.
Its age, and the fact that the heat exchanger has for 30 years has heated up and cooled off that many times, a million times.
Expands and contracts.
Yeah, expands and contracts. They just fail over time, and it can.
And like I said, all this is a formality at this point, because we already know what the end result's going to be, but you got to go through the motions with these people.
Be over the years, let's say a filter can get changed in time.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not getting enough airflow across, so it's going to run hotter.
Yeah.
And that can cause that as well. And that's a progressive thing.
Yeah.
And, and that happens to everybody's system. I mean, it could be happening to mine right now, and I just wouldn't know it, due to age.
I agree.
So.
Would you run that test again, please?
Sure. You gotta watch the clock go down first from 10. We can let it run an hour and do it if that makes you feel more comfortable.
Well, I mean, I'm speaking for myself here when, it is very alarming to me that there seems to be symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that is what I'm really still latching on to.
But, also, could those symptoms be,
attributed to something else?
Yeah.
Yes, I get it.
It's not CO2, as we can.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell you that you're getting 0 parts per million, which is actually surprising because, most homes are higher than that.
I see.
Is that any question in your mind that the meter's functioning correctly?
It's 100% works. And it's basically brand new.
Okay.
And if you want to test this, there's a way we can test it. We can light anybody a smoker? Yeah, we can light a cigarette, put it under a cup, put this under there, and it'll skyrocket.
What about running
I've tested this before. I tested it when I bought it.
Would that register with a propane-fed forklift?
Yeah, if you put it right by the exhaust.
We can do that.
You want to do that?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, let's do it.
We can do whatever you want to do. That's why I'm here.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going through the motions here, making sure these guys are 100% satisfied, which is what you should do every time. And the fact that the original guy didn't do all this, means he was just trying to sell stuff. He saw the dollar signs, obviously. I'd love to find nothing and tell them that they don't need to spend any money, but I'm already handcuffed because of what the other guy did, and it is cracked, so.
Where's the exhaust on this sucker?
I'm not entirely sure.
I'm sure if I stick it
I know it's gotta be.
See, it's already registered. It's registered.
Okay. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
So it skyrocketed obviously to like 400 parts per million right there, right when he fired it up. So just to show them that the meter's working is the only reason I did that.
Anything on Airstream, it would pick it up. Because as I move this away, I think it's like one. Now you can see why you don't want to leave these running with the doors down. That's pretty dangerous.
He's good about that. So, I mean, are we satisfied that there was not CO2 exposure?
Let's let it run a little bit longer.
Okay.
How far did you bump the thermostat up?
To like 85 or something.
Okay, so let's let it run for another little bit. Have a cup of coffee.
Yeah, Aaron's gonna be well done by the time we get back in there.
Hot.
My sales manager, she's gonna be
See,
well
it's still
done.
reading. So it's very sensitive. It'll read all the way down to 1 part per million.
Okay.
Wow.
Thanks for
And
doing
that's
that, Joel.
and that's why you don't want to use. That's why I hate those plug-in ones, because by the time it's a dangerous level that you've had long-term exposures to, those plug-in ones are.
And that is true. The typical ones you'll buy at Home Depot or at Walmart or wherever you buy a carbon monoxide detector, the thresholds on them, they don't go to a low enough parts per million to really protect you and your family. So what you need to search if you want a good carbon monoxide detector is search for ultra sensitive. That'll go down to at least 10 parts per million is the lowest I found for like a home one that takes batteries or plugs in.
How much does one of those run you?
This cost me about $260.
Might be worth having one in the house. Because I have plugins.
Well, this is for a technician to have though. Really, they do make plug-in ones that do go down
That
to
are that
0,
sensitive.
or they'll go down to like 7, which is low enough.
Yeah.
And yeah, anybody that has gas appliances should have one. I was telling Mike on the phone, you get the ones at Home Depot. They're just, you can have prolonged exposure to those low levels for a long time, and it can still give you a headache because they don't go off soon enough. They don't give you an alert.
So, when can you get us a price on fixing this? Should we fix it or should we replace it?
Oh, I wouldn't fix it. You're not going to get a heat exchanger for that purpose.
Okay,
Not
well
for
then,
years old.
can you get me a price on?
Yeah.
So this is where we start discussing replacing the furnace, obviously, which I, before I even went there, I knew I was going to do. And then we're just kind of going through the motions here. I think there's some little more good dialogue here, but probably won't go all the way to the end of this.
And on a standard furnace, I'm at a 90%. I'd like to see what the difference is.
Do you guys do,
I'm sorry.
is the air conditioner
It seems to work. I don't know. Is it working okay or?
Okay, so we're going to stop it there. So basically, the rest of the conversation, there is another probably 8 minutes of the video, but we start talking about maintenance stuff on the other pieces of equipment and the new equipment that I'm going to install. What's the condition of the air conditioners, and then I run some tests on their unit heaters. They're a little dirty, but they're running okay. The gas lines need drip legs on them, but I was just extra thorough with them, and I answered all their questions. I set their mind at ease, and a few days later, I replaced their furnace. So that's how you want to go about things. Do what they ask. Don't say, "Hey, I'm not doing that. It's not important." Go through the motions with people, and you're going to go far in HVAC, and you're going to be successful because people are going to trust you. These people trust me. They want to use me for all of their facilities now. I can't handle all of their facilities because a lot of them are far away from me, but I can handle everything in this area. So I gained a good client. I did right by them, and no more needs to be said. Thanks for watching.